I may have done a bad thing.
Just did a bad thing. Don't regret the thing at all. And you're wondering what it is. I'll tell you what I did. I did a bad thing.
Hi. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Delaney, and for today's video I am going to show you guys my little weakness here. So as many of you know, hopefully you did, this past week-ish has been the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. So VIB members get a certain amount off, Rouge members get a certain amount off, and for the time of the sale you can get either 20, 15, or 10% off of your entire purchase at Sephora. So knowing me, I had to get stuff. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. And I'm really happy with my purchases. So sorry the lighting is a little off in here, but on another note, I mean, look, I'm feeling good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through what I got from Sephora during the sale. And if you're interested in seeing what makeup goodies I got this week, then keep on watching. No particular order for these, but I will tell you I'm wearing a lot of them on my face today. First off, I got samples. Murad acne clearing solution. This is a 72-hour pack here. So it says acne clearing solution, 96% of users saw clearer skin in 72 hours. So it gives you 3 individual packs, one for each day. And I'm actually really interested in trying this out. So that's a really nice sample to get. Next up, I got a sample of the Givenchy Prisma Libre. I think that's Prism Libre. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's a skin caring glow foundation, which sounds beautiful. And it comes with samples of 4 different shades, so I can shade match and kind of get a feel of what the foundation feels like. Obviously, it's not gonna be a full face, but enough to try out. This is probably a really expensive foundation, and who knows? I don't know. Will I get it? Maybe. Who's stopping me now, I guess. I've seen a lot of these products on TikTok, and I'm not proud to say that TikTok influenced me, but it kind of did, a little bit. Just a tad. Yeah, it did. So I think all but 1 or 2 items I saw on TikTok and then wanted it. I mean, a lot of these have been recommended by other YouTubers, so it's not just solely TikTokers, but let's just get into it and you'll see what I'm saying. Charlotte Tilbury. This is a mini of the Flawless Filter, and this is in 2, and it's shade 2 Fair. This I'm wearing underneath my foundation, and I am so beautifully glowy today. I have dry skin, and I was shocked to see what this did to my face. I mean, I don't look oily, but I look glowy, and I really, really love that. So I'm not sure how this wears all day, but just underneath my foundation for now, it's looking beautiful. I'll have to update y'all in a future review about how this lasted all day, but I've seen really great reviews of this. People are loving it, and I can see why. It is expensive though. Who knows, if I cannot find a dupe for it, I may have to rebuy this because this is absolutely stunning. I mean, there's a combination of products on my face right now, but just in particular, my skin has not looked this good in a very long time, so. And I had quite a bit of acne to cover, so I know it's not because my skin is clear, but this is beautiful. So here is what the mini Flawless Filter looks like up close. Beautiful little bottle. I do not appreciate how the cap is actually longer almost than the bottle itself. I feel like, yeah, it gives you something to give a good grip on with the doe foot, but it just feels like most of this product is cap. And I do feel, so this has 0.18 fluid ounces in there. That is not a lot of product at all. And hopefully it'll last me a while because it's an expensive product. I think it was like either $15 or $20 for this mini, which is insanity, and I'm aware of that. I just put a little bit on my hand and you can really see how it glistens. It's not a highlighter, but it blends out into the skin and it just gives a beautiful glow. Well, it actually blurs a little bit too. which is crazy. See how it's not overtly shiny, but it makes your skin look youthful and beautiful. So I'm hoping I can find a dupe for this because this is absolutely amazing. And I hope that I don't have to rebuy it at the full price for the big one. But for special events, for pictures, I mean, look at this. And this is in weird lighting too. Imagine how bomb this would be in some good lighting. So yeah, I'm gonna be testing that out. This is something that I have been seeing all over TikTok, and also just it just is a new product and I really wanted to try it anyway. I haven't tried a lot of their complexion products and I wanted to go ahead and give something a try because I've seen people raving about them for a while now. But the hydrating foundation, some people didn't like and some people did like. It kind of had a mixed reviews. And then the matte one, people said was really drying if you have dry skin. So this came at a perfect time. This is the Ease Drop Skin or Blurring Skin Tint, which I got in shade 2, and it is actually perfect for me. I'm wearing it today. So normally I do not go for a skin tint. I am a full coverage queen. I need my coverage because I have such bad acne. And if you've seen any of my videos where I am barefaced in the beginning, you probably know what I'm talking about. I have learned to cover my acne in the years that I have struggled with it. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I don't want to try all these new products that are coming out like coverage. Like that seems to be the thing, right? So I was like, okay, it's a skin blurring skin tint. So maybe, just maybe, it'll actually be okay for my skin. So I went ahead and got it. Beautiful packaging, by the way. I mean, honestly, this is gorgeous. It looks almost like a gemstone. And shade 2 is actually perfect for me. I was going to go with shade 1, except for the fact that this is a skin tint. So I wanted to go one shade darker just in case I needed to blur it out a little bit. Then I could still have a little hair more coverage. Here's the shade on my skin. And let's see what it does. See how that just blurred the lines in my hands? I mean, I personally can see it. I don't know if it's reading on camera, but this is just, I don't know how. I realize all skin tints are not like this. So Rihanna, you did it with this one. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm wearing a skin tint today, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, come on. Like, you can still see a little bit of my skin poking through, so it's not 100% covered, like full coverage caked on, but it's beautiful and glowy and blurred my skin just enough that I feel so comfortable in this. I can go outside in this and feel gorgeous. I actually feel more beautiful than I have in some foundations. So I am really, really enjoying this. I feel like this will be a go-to product this summer. I'm hoping once my skin clears up a little bit, I'm starting some new skincare, so hopefully I can get that taken care of. But I'm hoping when my skin's a little bit clearer, I can use this almost on an everyday basis. I personally really love it. I don't know how it wears throughout the day because this is a first impressions. This was the first time I tried using it. But again, I will go ahead and update y'all in a future video about how I like this. In the words of Angelica Nyqvist, hopefully I pronounced her name correctly, it's time to ring the shame bell. I bought 2 cream products. Actually, technically 3, but I'm talking about 2 of them currently. I bought 2 cream products. I'm actually wearing a cream blush as well. So I'm wearing pretty much all cream products for complexion products today. I don't know who I am. I don't know what happened to that. I was always a powder queen. I think it's my dry skin, because now that I have more dry skin instead of oily combo skin, I'm so much more leaning into cream products because they last longer, they look more dewy and juicy on the skin. I am a sucker for TikTok, apparently, because I got these 2 from Charlotte Tilbury. So this was out of stock for the longest time, so I never really got to try it when it was first coming out. I know Samantha March has been using this for a while now, and she's always said how much she likes it. And then of course it becomes popular on TikTok, and all of a sudden it sells out, and she's just like, wow, okay. But I actually got this from Samantha March. I'm gonna give her credit. Girl, I got this from you. And then TikTok did it, so I hear ya. but this is the contour wand in Fair Medium from Charlotte Tilbury. This is such a gorgeous product. I have this on my face today. It is like the most beautiful hint of bronze contour. Like, if you like a super sharp contour, this is definitely not the product for you. I would say go with something like, I don't know, a contour stick of some kind, or, you know, a more intensely pigmented contour cream, maybe like the Tantour from Huda or the Chanel one. I don't know. I actually don't really know how they blend out. I could be wrong here, but this is definitely not for your like super strong chiseled cheekbones, Kim K kind of contour moment. This is I think they got popular with Madison Beer's Vogue makeup routine, but it's just, if you want to be effortlessly beautiful, I mean, this is it. It's so gorgeous. I have it on today, and it's just, you can see it here. It's just so subtle. I brought it up just a little bit in the temples. I have it on my forehead and on my jawline. I just think it blends out so easily, super easy to use, and it looks gorgeous on the skin. And it gives just a little bit of a glow too, but not sparkly. This is a perfect summer product, and I cannot wait to use it during the summer. This and the next product I'm gonna talk about, I have one problem with these. I'll let you know in a second. Let me introduce the second one. This is the Beauty Light Wand. This is an easy highlighter, it says. That's kind of funny. I think that's a perfect description of it. Nowhere on here does it say what shade this is, so I'm gonna have to pop it up for you because my Sephora order is gonna show what shade it was. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today, and it looks like I have nothing on but everything on at the same time. I mean, look, you can't see, there's no line of highlighter on. It's just a glow. It looks like my skin is just glowing. Don't take a shot every time I say glow. Don't do it. Don't. It's not gonna be a fun time for you. But both of these, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. Except for one thing. They're expensive, okay? If you buy these during the sale, that is amazing. Obviously, I got 20% off. I'm a Rouge member at Sephora, so I got 20% off all of these items. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but yeah, I did. I got 20% off, which granted is not the best sale ever, but it was just enough for me to think to myself, oh, that justifies me buying a lot of makeup again. They're so expensive. They're like $34 or something, original price. And that's crazy for this amount of product. This is, let's see, 0.41 fluid ounces. And then the bronzer is 0.4 fluid ounces. That's nothing. Do you hear that? It feels hollow. It really does. And like when you do the squeezy part, it feels like there's nothing in the damn tube. Sorry for my language, but it feels like there's nothing in this tube. When you do get the product out, it's amazing. And I just need it to be in a bigger thing and not as expensive. I mean, I feel like you're gonna have to repurchase this over and over and over again. Maybe that's what she's trying to do. I see you, Charlotte. I see you. But no, that's not happening. I'm gonna have to find a dupe for this because I cannot feasibly pay $30-something every time I want more of this. This is a complexion product, which means you're gonna go through it pretty dang quickly. So having that be so expensive for so little product is insane. And I do actually have a potential kind of cheaper option for this. It's not an exact dupe because this is easier to blend, but I have a product that I will be showing in an upcoming video. I'm gonna do a dupe video, trust me. I'm having this lined up because I cannot pay for this over and over again. That's crazy. Charlotte, I love you, but like, I'm on a budget. Your girl's buying a house. I mean, I have bills. This is just a lot. And yes, I got it on sale, but I'm gonna need a bigger sale to buy this over and over and over again. I'm gonna need a 20% off coupon every time I go to Sephora to keep buying this and keeping it in my everyday routine. On the other hand, the highlighter, you don't need that much of. So this one, depending on how long it lasts, would probably be more worth it. Contour you're gonna use a lot of, but if you're like me, I mean, come on. I use a lot of contour. But highlighter, I have other highlighters. So it's not like I'm gonna be using this one every single time. I do tend to switch up my highlighters. But with what happened here today, I may actually use this almost every day. I really do enjoy this formula. Both of them are buttery smooth. They feel like nothing on the skin. They look gorgeous. They glow. They make you look like you have this just beautiful, like Charlotte Tilbury is all about that like model makeup. You know, you're supposed to feel so sophisticated and elegant. And I would 100% agree with that. It's just the price tag's crazy. This highlighter is just juicy and gorgeous and golden. Usually I'm not really a gold highlighter kind of gal, but it's just so, I don't know, TikTok, you did that. Or Madison Beer also probably influenced that heavily, but Samantha March, I got you. This was from you, okay? You told us in the beginning how amazing these products were, but you didn't mention how expensive they are. Well, you might have, but I probably blacked that out. But, I mean, come on. I want to be invited to girls' night. I really, really do, but the entry fee is just huge. But love these. Actually would recommend them if you have extra income to spare. So these two products are not new in any way, but they're still just, I just really wanted to try them. First up is the Charlotte Tilbury, let's keep with that theme, Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. So this is a complexion perfecting micro powder that's actually supposed to keep your skin hydrated and kind of mattify it at the same time, which I thought was a very interesting claim. I have it in shade Fair Pale. They do have a mini of this, but I will warn you, the mini is so small. Honestly, like, I don't know. The bigger one's probably worth it more than the small one. I have hair in my face and I can't find it. But here is the setting powder in its little thing here. It kind of looks like the same compact as the blushes, but it's in a metallic gold instead of the burgundy packaging. It's kind of like flipped. I've already used it. Just a little bit though. Can't really see much, but I'm gonna do that so you don't get blinded by the ring light. But it's a beautiful fair powder. I do love how they have a bunch of different shades to choose from for this powder. So if you are of a deeper complexion, they actually do have options for you. You do not just have to do translucent or just kind of like randomly pick a shade. They have a deep option. I don't know for sure how many people it works for, but I know that they have, I'll pop up the shade range right here. I thought that was pretty impressive for a powder range, so please let me know in the comments. I don't know, maybe I'm not educated in that, but I thought that that was a really nice shade range for powders. But I will say, this is amazing. I also got this recommendation from Samantha March, and it's beautiful. I mean, under the eyes, my under eyes have never looked better. I need to set my concealer because I have these lines underneath my eyes. But whenever I would set them with normal powder, it would be too matte and it would dry out my under eyes and they'd look worse. But this powder, I don't think it looks dry at all. This is actually the best my under eyes have looked. And you can use it as a touch-up powder everywhere else as well. If you want to like cut the contour here or something and, you know, add a little powder everywhere else just to do a little blurring or mattifying throughout the day. It works for that too, but especially for under the eyes, this is amazing. I'm so glad I got this, and especially in the full size, because this one, you get 0.28 ounces, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but I'll pop up the mini and how much you get for that, and it's just not worth it. But I'm so glad to have this in my collection, and especially at a discount. So I'm gonna be using this every day. I'm happy. I'm really happy. All right, the next thing that I got is from NARS, and this is their soft matte concealer. And I got mine in shade Light 1 Chantilly. So I actually got this recommendation from TikTok. So Michaela something, I cannot pronounce her last name, or at least I can't remember what her last name is, but you probably know her. I'll pop up a picture here. She used this to cover acne, and that's one of the first videos that I've seen of her. That's kind of how I think she got her start, was showing how she covered her acne, and her makeup was just flawless on top, and people were like, how do you do that? Like, honestly, I learned some tips from her, and I'm so grateful for that. But she actually, I believe, used this to cover underneath foundation. So she would put it on and like let it sit for a little bit, and then put her foundation in on top when the blemishes were covered. And then while this sits, it kind of gets it ready for the foundation and makes it so it won't smear. I love that idea. I've used that quite a few times to cover acne, so thank you for that. But I had never actually tried this exact product. But this is what she used all the time, at least I think so, if my memory serves me. But this is such a thick concealer. I would not recommend this for under eyes. I don't see, like, I mean, I guess you could use it for under eyes. It's just intensely pigmented. And I mean, if you want that, that's fine. But I prefer a little bit of a more liquidy concealer under my eyes to give a little more hydration. This does not seem like it's gonna hydrate my under eyes at all. But for setting, like for covering blemishes, this is perfect. For underpainting, this is perfect. Putting it on in places you want to highlight and then putting on foundation on top of that, that would be perfect for this. But under my eyes, it probably would be a little too dry. It's a very thick consistency. I don't know, it's kind of almost like, I don't know, it gets creamier when you take it out of here, but it looks hard. It's not. It's a really interesting consistency, and I actually do like it a lot. But yeah, I'm really happy I got to try this. I am actually wearing this. I covered my blemishes with it, and you can kind of still see them only because they're raised. I did not do the true underpainting. I just kind of spot concealed. So I am gonna try that trick where you actually like, I'm gonna follow her tutorial actually and see what that does. But I just kind of covered after my foundation and everything was on. I kind of just spot concealed a little bit with this, and it still works really well for that. I'm definitely interested in playing around with this a little bit more and seeing how I like it. It is a little bit on the expensive side for a concealer. I usually buy mine from the drugstore, so this is the first time I've spent this much on a concealer, but hopefully it really works, and I'm excited to get some more use out of it. And we are down to 2. The next product I got is another face product. That's the big theme with this order. I only got one eyeshadow palette, and it's coming up last. But this was a new release. I just threw the box because it annoyed me. This is from Patrick Ta, and this is the new cream contour and powder bronzer duo. So I don't want to blind you with the ring light, but I absolutely despise that this is so reflective. It's beautiful. I love the rose gold. Patrick Ta has one of the best aesthetics makeup wise, I feel like. Sorry, my bra strap is falling. He has one of the best aesthetics makeup wise. Like, his brand is beautiful, the rose gold, the very monochromatic packaging and stuff like that. Charlotte Tilbury is another one where I love their packaging and their aesthetic in general. But this is so reflective. It's like a mirror, so I guess you could just use it as a mirror instead. But it leaves fingerprints everywhere if you touch it. And especially when you're working with makeup, you get oils and lotions and stuff on your hands. And then you touch this and it never comes off. See? It's all smudgy. I wish it was a matte packaging just for that, because that really will annoy me. I just took it out of the box like recently, and this is what happened to it. So this is what the inside looks like. Now this is a little smudged because I have actually used it. I'm used a little bit right here and right here to kind of carve it out, as well as my nose. I used the cream, and then I used the bronzer, the powder one, just on my cheekbones and stuff like that, and a little bit around my forehead as well. I have some thoughts on this. I haven't used it enough to really have 100% review of it yet, but I have the shade She's Statuesque, and that one is for the uncooked chicken people, like Teresa is Dead would say. Like, yeah, I'm pretty pale. So this one is the lightest shade. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, a lot of bronzers are too warm for me. So let me try this one. This one is almost yellow. It's not like jaundice or anything, but it has like a little bit of a yellow lean to it, which isn't horrible. I don't hate it. It's just different. I've never seen a bronzer like that before. So at first I was like, what is happening? But it actually looks beautiful on the skin. The one thing is you have to build this up. It's beautiful and gorgeous and just looks so airbrushed on the skin, but you really have to build this up if you really want to see pigment. It is pigmented, but not immediately. It is definitely a buildable product, and if you're not into that, then this is not for you. This is like, I want to just sweep it on and just have like barely anything there, but still be airbrushed kind of thing. The cream, maybe it's the brush I'm using, I don't know. I need to test out with different brushes and see what the proper way to apply it is. But with the powder one, I just used my big fluffy bronzer brush and just went ham. And I've put like a couple dips on, and this is it. So it's nice, it's beautiful, but it's definitely not overly pigmented. So if that's something you're looking for, just keep that in mind. But the look that you get from it is really, really beautiful, and I'm gonna keep on using it and see how I feel about it. Will this take the place of my of my bronzer that I got from the drugstore? We'll have to see. I personally think it does look much more airbrushed than my makeup normally does, but is this the splurge worthy item? I'm not sure yet, but I will keep you updated. The cream I do like a lot actually, but when you have the cream from Charlotte Tilbury, it's like which one is which, you know? So I don't know. I'm gonna have to try them separately as well as together. This is together, so I'm gonna need to try them both on their own and see what the difference really is. But I am happy I got it. It is one of their new releases, and I really wanted to try it. I've heard such good things about the blushes, but at the time that those released, I was not into cream products at all, and now I am. So maybe I just need to go back and try the blush duo. So let me know down in the comments below if I should try the blushes as well. But let me know, have you tried this? What do you think of it? I'm kind of torn so far. It's not an immediate love like the Charlotte Tilbury stuff is, but I still really, really enjoy it. So I don't know, I'll have to play around with it more. We are down to the last item that I have purchased from Sephora, and it is an eyeshadow palette, and it's a big one. This is another thing that Samantha March is personally responsible for. Thank you very much. So she was debating on getting this, and then she did, and then she loved it. And so I don't want to be like that girl, like an outfit repeater or anything, but this is the Biba palette from Natasha Denona. I absolutely love Natasha Denona's formula. Let me start out with that, okay? I was thinking about getting this palette a long time ago, but you know, I'm the kind of person, like, if I'm thinking about it really, really hard, it just keeps coming back into my head. If it keeps coming back in my head, I'm like, oh, I gotta do it. I just gotta do it. And then when I saw Samantha do that and get it, and then it looked beautiful, and then she loved it, but I was like, you know what? That's that. It's my time. It is. It's, yeah. So this is the all neutral Natasha Denona Biba palette. And this has a pretty hefty price tag on it, and I'm glad I got it during the sale. You know how much this is. But look at it. Is it all boring neutrals? Absolutely. 100%. But are they shades that I'm going to reach for every damn day? Absolutely. I'm actually wearing it today, and I think it looks gorgeous. I actually have a lot of Natasha Denona's mini palettes, and I love those too. Her formula is just amazing. I have the bronze palette. I have the mini sunset. Is it sunset or sunrise? Sunrise. I have the sunrise palette. I also have a bunch of the minis, most every single one. But the one thing that I was missing was like a good range of neutrals, because in the minis you get usually two or three mattes, and the rest are shimmers, and usually there's a color thrown in. So I was missing those brown, like the neutral shades from her. And yes, the bronze palette had it, but they didn't have a lot of light neutrals. They had a lot of just bronzy, like mid-tone bronzy neutrals with a little bit of a darker bronze to them. There's one shade in the bronze palette that's a lighter matte, and it's still not that light. It's more of like it almost pulls orange on my skin, so I needed something that was neutral every day. I could make it go cool tone, I can make it go warm tone, just an everyday, go to work, go out, do other people's makeup kind of palette, and this was it. So this actually has mostly mattes and then a few shimmers in it, which is the opposite of what a lot of the palettes were. Usually they're mostly shimmers. And I love the matte formula from Natasha Denona. I do love the cream. I love the shimmer formula from them too. But the mattes are just amazing, and I needed more of them. So it almost looks a little bit warm toned when on camera, but this whole bottom row can make all of these lean cool, which is what I appreciate about this. This is your cool toned brown. Here's a gray to add to any of these shades to really make it cool. This one is a cream to powder almost black shade. I'm wearing it as my liner today. You can really build it up for intense black pigment, or you can just use it as liner. You can smoke it out, whatever you want to do. Yeah, you get 2 lighter shimmers, one more bronzy and one more like champagne-y leaning, and then a golden kind of shimmer. It's like a gold brown. It's not really gold, it's gold brown. But they are so gorgeous, and you can really, there's just a variety of formulas in here, and they're all neutral, and I feel like you can get so many beautiful everyday looks out of it. And for someone who is starting to go back to work on site more, like this is what I need. Obviously I can wear whatever I want while I'm home, but you know, when you're going into work, you need to look a little bit more professional, and it varies from place to place, you know, but for me, I like to keep it a little bit more on the neutral side for work, which most people do, I've heard. And this is perfect. And if I do someone's makeup for their wedding, this is amazing. If I want to do my friend's makeup, they don't like colorful makeup, and this will be perfect for them. So I can just whip it out, and it's good for a lot of different skin tones. I'm pretty much the palest one of my friends, so this will work beautifully. But I'm so excited to keep using this. I will say the shimmers are beautiful. They're just not as glittery as I want, but at the same time, if I want glitter, I can just add glitter. But I am happy to have all these matte shades. It makes me just so happy. But I'm so glad to have gotten this on a discount too, because I would have never paid full price for this. I just wouldn't. It's just the principle of the thing. I don't know. But that is all I got for you today. Please do let me know in the comments what you got from the sale, if you got anything. Is there anything that I should have gotten? Like, do you recommend me getting something at Sephora, even if it is full price? Just let me know down in the comments, because I'm always down to buy more makeup. Sadly, it is a sickness, really. But I just love what I do. I love doing makeup. I love playing with makeup. It is just so fun for me, and I love filming for you guys, and it's just filming for myself. It's a stress reliever. But that is all I have for you today, so please do remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos from yours truly. I do have a lot of videos planned. The schedule is a little bit off. I never actually had a set schedule of when I would post videos, but with work and the house being built and everything, I know excuses, but I'm gonna try to actually stick to a set schedule upcoming, so I'll keep you updated on that. But if you'd like to see more content from me, please follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I do post regularly on there as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for clicking, and I hope to see you in another video upcoming. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.